In a quiet little town in the heart of America, lived a single mother named Emily Parker. Emily's life had never been easy. She had lost her husband in a tragic accident years ago, leaving her alone to raise their two young children, Ethan and Lily. Despite the relentless challenges, Emily's love for her children was unwavering. She worked long hours cleaning houses and taking odd jobs, but no matter how exhausted she felt, she always made time to tuck Ethan and Lily into bed, kiss their foreheads, and tell them that everything would be okay. Her small home was modest. The walls faded from years of wear, but it was filled with warmth, laughter, and love, a stark contrast to the hardships outside. One crisp autumn morning, Emily heard an announcement that would change her life forever. A local foundation was offering a scholarship for children who showed great potential, but came from financially struggling families. The announcement made its way to her through a flyer posted at the community center, and Emily's heart leapt with hope. This was the opportunity her children had been waiting for. She knew the scholarship could secure Ethan and Lily's education, giving them opportunities she could never afford. But there was a catch. The foundation required that the parent or guardian demonstrate a personal sacrifice, a symbolic act of giving up something precious to prove their dedication and love. Emily thought about what she could give. Her mind immediately went to the locket she had worn every day for over 20 years, a delicate gold piece that had belonged to her mother. The locket contained a tiny photograph of Emily as a child with her own mother, smiling in the sunlit garden of their old home. The locket was her most treasured possession, the only tangible memory of her mother's love. She held it in her hand for a long moment, feeling the weight of its significance. Yet, as she looked at Ethan and Lily playing on the living room floor, she realized that no memory, no matter how precious, could outweigh their future. Tears welled in her eyes, but her resolve hardened. She would do it. She would give up the one thing that meant the most to her to secure a brighter future for her children. That afternoon, Emily walked to the foundation office, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and hope. She handed over the locket to the coordinator, explaining its significance and the reason for her sacrifice. The coordinator, a kind woman named Mrs. Reynolds, looked at Emily with deep respect and compassion. "This is truly selfless, Emily," she said softly. "Your children are fortunate to have a mother like you. This act of love will not be forgotten." Emily nodded, swallowing the lump in her throat, and left the office with a mixture of relief and sorrow. She knew the locket was gone forever, but somehow that absence felt lighter than the burden of worrying about her children's future. Days turned into weeks, and Emily tried to continue her routine while the foundation reviewed applications. She still went to work each day, still prepared meals, still listened to Ethan talk about his dreams of becoming an engineer, and Lily chatter endlessly about wanting to be a teacher. But at night, when the house was silent, she would sometimes reach for the locket, remembering the warmth of her mother's embrace and the sound of her laughter. The emptiness it left was painful, but she held on to the belief that her sacrifice would bear fruit. Finally, one chilly November morning, Emily received a letter in the mail. Her hands trembled as she tore it open. Inside was the news she had been hoping for. Both Ethan and Lily had been awarded full scholarships to the local private schools, covering tuition, books, and supplies for years to come. Emily could hardly contain her joy. She cried tears of relief and happiness, her heart swelling with pride. She knew that the difficult choice she had made had paved the way for a brighter, safer, and more promising future for her children. Ethan and Lily were overjoyed too. They hugged their mother tightly, sensing the magnitude of her sacrifice even without knowing all the details. Emily held them close, whispering promises of better days ahead. From that day forward, the Parker family faced life with renewed hope. Emily's love, resilience, and selflessness became a quiet legend in their town. Neighbors admired her dedication, often telling others that Emily Parker was a living example of a parent's unwavering love. Years later, Ethan and Lily grew into remarkable young adults. Ethan pursued engineering and became an innovative designer, while Lily followed her dream of teaching and inspired countless children in their community. Both never forgot the sacrifices their mother had made, and they carried her lessons of compassion, courage, and love into every part of their lives. Emily, though her locket was gone, always felt her mother's presence in the smiles and achievements of her children. In the quiet moments, she sometimes touched the empty chain around her neck, knowing that while she had given up something precious, she had gained something far more valuable, the chance to see her children flourish. Emily Parker's story is a timeless reminder of the power of love and sacrifice. It teaches that sometimes, the greatest treasures in life are not objects or wealth but the opportunities we create for the ones we love. Her courage and selflessness shaped not only her children's lives, but also left an indelible mark on everyone who knew her, proving that love, when pure and unwavering, can overcome any obstacle. Even in the smallest towns and quietest homes, the echoes of such acts of devotion resonate forever, touching hearts and inspiring others to act with the same generosity and courage.